you're enjoying this content, hit that subscribe button. Join us. New from All Caps Comics, Cyberfrog, Unforgettable Tales on Indiegogo. 2 classic comics presented in color for the first time, plus a Blacklight Salamandroid poster. Back it today, links in the description below. Oh, God almighty. Rise and shout, everyone. It's Comic Artist Pro Secrets, and I'm your human sunbeam, Ethan Van Sciver, 27-year veteran of the comic book industry. World's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan, trusted member of the media, chronicling the collapse of the comic book industry. And this morning, from the slippery, greasy, bleeding cool, we get this article. No more comics. From Gamestop. Okay, so Gamestop is no longer going to be selling comic books. They're no longer going to be a retail outlet slinging left-wing filth to the kids. If GameStop is not selling Marvel's lifestyle brand comics anymore, where are kids? Where are your 12-year-olds going to learn about Cyclops and Wolverine having gay sex on the moon? That is the question that I ask you, GameStop. You have a personal responsibility and a stake to society to see to it that the kids who are coming in to play, what's that game called where you put bricks, Minecraft, where the kids who are coming in to play Minecraft can learn of all manner of perversions. GameStop, it is on you. Oh, no, you don't want to? Okay, so let's look at this article from the snake-like reptilian Rich Johnson over at Bleeding Cool. Comicbook.com managed to get quotes from the management of GameStop and ThinkGeek. What's ThinkGeek? Have you ever been there?
It's an online site.
It's an online site, my son says. When they slipped out the news that we as a chain, would like to beat the comic book industry. The chain? No. They're no longer going to be stocking a wide range of comic books through Diamond distributors or even at all. No more comic books at all. They're not going to be getting them through the direct market. Oh no, son of a gun. That's one more avenue for the comic book industry. Cut off at the knees. This is terrible. The plan for GameStop and ThinkGeek to sell comics from spinner racks in store had been set up and was piloted by James Parker, who ran a similar scheme through Hastings. He did not respond to Bleeding Cool enquiries, and nor should he. If Bleeding Cool ever sends you an email and asks you anything, just ignore them or say, I have no comment at this time. Please refer to my lawyer or anything like that. Do not answer Bleeding Cool, ever. All right, so at the time, he told us, and this is his quote, we have indeed partnered with Diamond to carry... Look at this. This is so sunny and optimistic. We have indeed partnered with Diamond to carry a small selection of comics in 40 stores, utilizing their new spinner rack. That's nice. The comics are mostly from Marvel and DC and focus on social justice and various marginalized people who have been inserted into your favorite superhero comics. We've killed off all of the white male characters and replaced them with diversity stand-ins that are annoying and have no flaws whatsoever. They're super boring and miss the point of the original creation of the characters, and they infuriate readers while leaving new fans who have just come out of the movie theaters and enjoyed movies starring Robert Downey Jr. or Ben Affleck, leave them confused as to where those characters are in the comics. Oh, I seem to have run off of the mouth. That's not what this says. Key series and titles, it says. This is just a small launch to bring comics to some of our collectibles stores as they fit with the current trend of collectibles that are performing in the market, and they no longer seem to be fitting with those trends or performing with the market. None of them. They're not performing at the same level of video games anymore. That is the sad assessment, I guess, of GameStop today. All right. Should this prove successful? It didn't. We may consider rolling out additional stores in the future, but plan to keep it limited to the spinner rack for the foreseeable future, and we are at the foreseeable future, and they have canceled all of those plans. There will be no comic books at GameStop. They have ceased putting them there. It's just one more catastrophe for the comic book industry, which right now is crumbling on the edge of utter and complete collapse. And only those in deep, deep, deep denial at this point cannot face this truth. He says, of course, you can expect to see some exclusive variants from us in the future. Oh, that's nice. That'll really help. Thanks so much for that. Here's GameStop's logo. Talking to Comic Book, GameStop confirmed while we initially conducted a small comic book test in our ThinkGeek stores, at this time we are not planning on offering comic books inside our stores. Okay, it's not going to happen. We're not going to do it. Comic books just don't fit in with our marketing plan. In fact, who has room for that? Who can do that anymore? As DC Comics contracts and Marvel Comics expands, proliferating all sorts of paper, all kinds of comic books, doubling, tripling their output. Who has room in their shop to put these mediocre and terrible comic books? It just doesn't make any sense. It's a lot of paper for very little money, a lot of room, and there's no guarantee the people who are shopping for video games, like I do. I mean, I'm in there at the GameStop shopping all the time for my Xbox 360. I like the Call or Duty games. Those are that I don't play very many video games, but I do read comic books, and this is shocking, terrible news from GameStop. No more comics in GameStop, and it's very, very tragic indeed. But the good news is, I'm not going to have to explain this crap to their customers. This is the new She-Hulk, as you can see. Not the same She-Hulk of old. This is the art for the new She-Hulk book. Women are talking. They are, and they're ruining deals with GameStop. So hooray for that. If you're interested in this version of She-Hulk, she's going to be fighting Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, Captain Marvel. Look at her. How attractive. This is the new She-Hulk. If you're interested in this, you're not going to be able to find this at GameStop. This comic book is not going to be at GameStop. GameStop will not stock this comic book, and I'm so sorry. And GameStop, I'm sure, is going to feel the pinch for not having this comic book on the stands. This is, of course, what She-Hulk used to look like. This is John Byrne's beautiful She-Hulk. 7.5 feet tall, beautiful, statuesque, powerful woman. This, again, is 2020 SJW She-Hulk. As you can see, some things have changed. And the main thing that's changed today is you're not going to be able to get this comic book from GameStop because GameStop is saying no more comics. So no weird She-Hulk comics from GameStop for you. But there will be plenty more videos here on Comic Artist Pro Secrets. And I encourage you at this time to subscribe to this channel, hit like, share this video. Thank you so much for everything that you do. And I'll be back with another video later on. Bye. Hello, potential Indiegogo backers. This is Ethan Van Sciver, and let me tell you about Cyberfrog 2, Wrecked Planet. In this follow-up to Blood Honey, Cyberfrog wakes up in the year 2018 to find the world has been devastated by vicious alien wasps called the Vespis. What remains of humanity has fled into the woods for survival. Disconnected from his brother Salamandroid and his mother's ship, Chel Sin, for Cyberfrog, fighting back will mean the worst loss of all. Now is your chance to sign up to be notified by email when this campaign launches in March. You'll receive an exclusive Vespis trading card with your backing when you do. No one else will get one, just you. And remember, everyone, stay calm, stay in the trees, stay near the smoke, and always wear red. See you in March. Hey, you want to follow me on Twitter? Are you sure? Well, if so, I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. That's at Ethan Van Sciver. See you there. Hey, I got a P.O. box. Want to send me some mail? Send it to Ethan Van Sciver, P.O. Box 607, Marlton, New Jersey, 08053. And I'll probably open it up on the live stream. Thanks very much, everyone.